To start my first Scratch project, I'm going to build a sequence of blocks to try and figure out the best way to move my sprite. To begin with, I always need to start with an event handler. So in this case, I've picked an event handler where the program will start when I click the right arrow. Now, what I've discovered through a bit of trial and error is the first thing I need to do is point my sprite in the correct direction. So in this case, I'm going to click point in direction, attach it to that, and if I click down here, I can point it to the right. Now I want this to be fancy, so I want my sprite to actually look like he's walking, and in costumes, I can see my sprite's got two costumes. So if I switch back and forth between the costumes, it should look like my sprite is walking. So in looks, I chose next costume from here, and I'm going to add that in there. Now I want my sprite to make a sound, so in sounds here, I went and clicked, and the sound meow is built in, so that's an easy one to start with. To add more sounds, I have to go over here to my sounds tab, and I can add more sounds. So I'm going to attach the sound, and finally, I'm going to have the sprite move a certain number of steps. 10 steps, if I click on the block, it'll run. So 10 steps looks like that. Maybe I'm going to make it 15 steps so that the sprite moves a little bit further each time, and I can attach it. So what I've done here is I've now built my first sequence of my program. The second thing I'm going to do is build in my reset, because you can see my cat's already moved over. So what I'm going to do is go get another event, and Scratch programs all start when the green flag is clicked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a few things up so that they always start when the green flag is clicked. This stops me having to drag the cat back and change things before I can run the program again. So one thing I want to do is have the cat start in a certain place. So if I click in motion, there's a go to block here, and when I move the cat around, it'll put the correct coordinates in there. So I want my cat to start down here. So I'm going to move that up there, and now that's going to, every time I click this, the green flag, the cat's going to go back to there. And the other thing is the cat's actually got two costumes, and I would like it to start looking like that, which is costume 1. So for my reset, I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to make sure that when the game starts, the cat switches to costume 1. So now I'm going to check it, click on the green flag, and when I click here, the cat moves to the right.